We are live. Porsche, can you pull us up?
It's working.
Oh, fair warning. You might not like the MP3 of the YouTube file.
Why is that?
Because I've been watching a lot of these every week, and the sound kind of does glitch sometimes. So it's going to be fun for you to edit.
Well, okay. From the last 2 weeks?
Just in general?
The last 2 weeks we've been using that. Before that, we were using that microphone on the camera. So it's before the last 2 weeks, it's been sounding pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I do have it on this microphone. So
on the good one.
Yeah.
So regardless of the microphone, Chris, you're saying that it cuts in and out?
I'll listen to it again tomorrow.
All right. Well then.
Well, by that time he'll be listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to get the MP3 from YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So are we good?
We are live.
We are live. We're good. All right. So should we actually start the show then?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Live from Try that
Are
again.
you ready?
No, I'm not. Live from La Cocina Studios is the 183rd edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Travis.
This is Chris.
Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. We very much appreciate it. We have a pay-per-view to preview.
Special event.
Oh, yes, special event. Yeah, Extreme Rules. That's what we got coming up this weekend. So we got to take a look at that. Of course, we have our regular stuff with the NXT, Lucha Underground. We may even have some news. So guys, if you are watching live on the YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure you kind of chime in, read or type away some stuff there. Tell us what you're thinking. We'll maybe even throw out some questions. We have Portia behind the microphone behind the laptops, reading what you guys say. So say hi, Porsche.
Hey, everybody.
There you go. All right. So that being said, what are we going to start with today?
News.
Anything good?
Chump stain number 1. Adam Rose.
That chump stain.
That's a big chump stain.
Yeah. It's a skid mark.
All right. So he came up with the doctor's note.
Adderall.
Yeah, for Adderall, and he has
Well,
ADD.
Yeah, well, going back to what happened initially, he got suspended for a wellness policy, and then that's when he went on social media, Twitter, and
strike 2 of the wellness policy.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, it was the second strike.
But this time was different because he felt like he was wronged by WWE because he says that they knew about this prescribed medication that he had for his ADHD.
Yeah,
what it was. Mm-hmm. So he actually posted up a letter from the doctor.
The doctor's note. Yeah.
He posted up his doctor's note, pretty much. That he said the WWE already knew about. So, and that was immediately taken down. Like the next day, he was taken down.
Yeah.
So, but then he put it back up, or some other stuff happened after that.
Yeah. Screen caps, I'm sure, kept it alive.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But then it got kind of bad, from bad to worse. What
Explain how.
You explain.
His wife, girlfriend, wife, whatever.
Yeah,
his significant other, and then was convincing her not to call the police.
He was arrested for
battery,
and also tampering with a witness.
Yeah, tampering with a witness.
So I don't know what's going on with the witness part of it.
Tampering a witness is basically convincing somebody not to, or trying to.
I know, but I don't know what the witness would be for. I didn't know that situation. Whatever situation is going on.
Yeah.
But apparently there's a witness somewhere and he's tampering
it. So all the ADHD and the Adderall stuff, who cares? Because this thing, this is way bigger than Adderall or whatever, the domestic abuse charges.
Yeah, it's a little step up.
Yeah, a step above. So wow. Way to go. What a guy.
But the thing is, with this whole story, and this happened the day after we recorded last week, so it's a few days old now, but he was arrested, and then a day or two later, he was already going in front of the judge. He came in the courtroom all shackled in the orange jumpsuit and everything. I was like, good God, this is ridiculous. and he was going to be sentenced, but his wife like begged. No, they're going to put a restraining order against her, and she begged not to have a restraining order because since their child has special needs, she needs him to be there for the child and this and that. So I think the judge actually posted bail. I can't remember what the dollar amount was, but then the kicker was he had to go see his pastor for weekly meetings or something.
Yeah, rehabilitation.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
spousal counseling or something.
That was the judge's decision.
Okay.
Go see your pastor.
Okay.
Only in the deep south, I guess.
Is this the deep south? Was this all in Florida?
Florida.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know if that's where he lived.
I'm sure there's something about separating church and state that we could probably get into, but I'm not going to worry about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now with. And in the meantime, in the interim, all this, yes, WWE deposed that he is indefinitely suspended.
Yes. Well, I guess it's,
so we're not going to see the Rosebuds anytime soon on WWE television.
Yeah,
Not that we did anyway.
It's not going to be party time all the time.
No.
At all anymore. On WWE.
Adam Rose, don't be a lemon.
Yeah, well,
Be a Rosebud.
He's very lemony right now, I suppose.
Sure.
Okay, well, ta-da! What else we got as far as news goes? Hopefully, something a little bit more uplifting.
No. Finally, she's gaining ground. Emma, back injury. Ruptured disc.
Our weekly ER segment strikes
We can
again.
splice in the theme music
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I forget how the song goes when we watch the episode.
Yeah.
Emma, ruptured disc. Don't know how bad, don't know how long until they do the surgery. First thing that comes to
Tomorrow,
my mind,
right? That's when they do the surgery?
Something like that.
Wednesday, tomorrow?
First thing that comes to my mind when I hear the term ruptured disc, because we've seen it for so long. All these WWE documentaries and home videos and shit, before you press play, they have the little recap of "Don't try this at home."
Mm-hmm.
And for a while back in the day, they had the clips of everybody getting injured.
Right.
And in the back of my mind, the guy that shall not be named, that has the same middle name that I do, first name as I do, said that he ruptured a disc that
He means Chris Benoit.
that ruptured a disc that fragmented into a spinal column. Like pieces of his ruptured disc ended up all over his back, his spine, basically.
Ugh.
So if it's that bad, Emma could be gone over a year.
Ugh.
Well, I'm sure it's not that bad is what his case was, because I'm sure he went many years without doing anything about it. But regardless, I mean, this sucks. Like she was just gaining ground on the main roster.
We got back up to the main roster.
Right. Yeah. And then sort of getting into like a new storyline feud with Becky.
Yep.
And then you introduce Dana, and this is what happens.
We'll talk about Dana later. Or do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it at all, but I guess we're going to have to. But we'll do it later.
We'll do it later when we talk about WWE stuff.
Yeah.
But, oh, God, that sucks for Emma. I did see her tweet saying that she appreciated all the love and support that everybody's been giving her.
I think she's earned a lot of respect from a lot of people.
She has. She's
The
really
half
good.
gloves and the sunglasses.
Oh.
And the remix.
Oh. Emma.
Calm down there. Calm down.
One more for the ER segment.
Oh, no. One more?
So I'm sitting down trying to get hyped up to do our Cruiserweight Classic segment
He ain't hype.
until Travis busts my bubble.
Oh.
Zack Sabre Jr. is injured.
Ay, que la chingada.
The curse extends outward. If you don't have to be on the roster
Or the payroll.
or to be injured now. Like now, just being associated with this company, you're a target for injury. Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. He got hurt. He missed the last weekend's both shows over the weekend. I think he said he'll be back soon, but like he took pictures in the hospital bed, and he's like stapled. He got stapled shut on what I think it's on his leg. I can't remember exactly sure, but
He's missing this weekend's show also.
Yeah.
So does he have an internal injury, or is it just like a gash or
I
something?
think it's a really bad gash. I'm really sure, but he's in the hospital. So
Okay.
but regardless, it sucks.
Yeah.
No one's safe.
No.
Hopefully he makes it back in time for the series, though. It starts Thursday, June 23rd.
Okay.
32-man tournament, 205 pounds or less.
Do we find out where this is being aired at?
Full Sail is where they're going to tape it.
Okay. For the network.
For the network, yeah.
One
It's
night?
Thursday, June
Oh, God,
23rd.
Yeah.
Thursday, July 14th. Friday, August the 26th.
What?
And then the finale,
Why is there a big
Wednesday,
gap?
September 14th.
Wednesday.
Why is there a big gap between everything?
Well, they're airing it on the network. 32-man tournament. The first round, 16 matches. Remember our WrestleMania brackets? So it's just going to be a handful of matches. So it's going to be a while to air all that out.
Okay.
That tournament's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
And
Fantastic.
yeah. So far, and the tickets go on sale this Friday. It's 10 weeks worth of the series that's going to be on the network in July.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So far,
This is
That's a lot of wrestling.
a whole lot of wrestling.
That's a whole lot of flippy dippy.
I know Cornette's not going to be watching any of it.
and which is weird
He's
because
already cussing about it.
Yeah.
you guys are kind of being smartass about the 10 weeks for this cruiserweight tournament.
Yeah.
This is airing more or less the same time that the G1 Climax is going to be going for New Japan. And we went a few weeks ago of all the days between July and August that this was going to happen. And you add that, you sprinkle on top these dates for the freaking tournament.
Oh.
You talk about overload of pro wrestling, of legit non-entertainment wrestling. Because that's what I'm safe to assume this is not sports entertainment that they're going to be airing at Full Sail.
All right.
Fuck
All right.
no.
Hold on. This is so,
Here's the
since,
list.
Since all of this is going to be on the network, is any of this stuff, quality pending? Will any of this be eligible for our match of the weeks and or match of the years?
Oh yeah, we do it all the time.
Fuck yes!
We do it all the time.
Okay.
That was the same thought I had
Okay.
when I was reading this, is that any of this could be like eligible for our,
Okay.
which is more of a headache for
So
you because you
that
don't like
means-
math.
Yeah. But that does mean that we're going to have to watch all of this shit.
Rich Swann, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Zack Sabre Jr., 1 foot or 2.
Maybe.
Noam Dar, Ho Ho Lun, Aziro Tozawa, Lince Dorado, Jack Gallagher, TJ Perkins, also known as Suicide,
Suicide.
and Drew Gulak. So far, those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 names, 11 names out of the 32 official in this tournament. And there's still more names to be announced, more matches to be done before we even get there.
Oy.
So these are matches that are just going to be in the Full Sail for the official tournament. There's still matches for Progress, Evolve, Revolution, other federations that are going on to get more guys. And who's to say that there might not be a couple more guys? How would you be shocked to see Austin Aries in the tournament?
No, I wouldn't be shocked. But out of those 11 names, I think I only recognize 3.
Gargano, Ciampa, and Sabre?
Yeah.
No, so Gargano, Ciampa, and Suicide.
Yeah. Well, there may have been another one in there that sounded familiar, but for the most part, man, I don't know if I could take 32, and I only know 6,
You don't know them yet.
yet. Well, I guess.
See what I did there?
Well, it's the same way with the
This whole point of this thing.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say it's the same as the top prospect tournament. You get somebody that you're behind from the first round or something, and next thing you know, hey, you kind of like that guy. So I guess we'll see.
Until they lose.
and fuck them.
That's the end of the news segment.
Do we have any listener comments about that?
They're shy.
Yeah.
It's early. They don't come out of their shell till about 8:30, 8:45 anyway.
Yeah.
Lucha Underground!
Oh, did we all watch it this week?
Oh yeah, I did watch it.
I watched it.
Ooh,
I
congratulations!
watched it on Wednesday.
Nice.
It's a little fuzzy.
Yeah,
That's why I wrote it down.
I watched it on Wednesday too.
Yeah.
It was kind of a long time ago.
I watched
Galaxy
it on
Far
Tuesday, which is today.
Oh wow. Okay, well then since it's fresh, Travis, what do you got?
Really cool opening with Katrina motivating Muertes
Mm-hmm.
in their little temple. I think she finally revealed his real name, Pascual.
Pascual Mendoza.
yeah.
That has been revealed before.
Has it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
has.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed that before.
What she revealed that wasn't known before is that she's 200-something years old.
197.
197. Oofta.
That's a sexy, sexy, great grandma. I'd like to. No, but she's old. Still, older than the grape, the sweeter the wine, right?
I guess so.
There you go.
So anyway, the cool thing about this segment, once now they get up and leave, camera's still there, and King Cuerno pops up.
Yes.
Candles.
Yeah.
So Cuerno knows that there's mystical things afoot there,
Yes.
and that got me a little excited there. I want to see what Cuerno's going to wind up doing. However,
You want to jump to the end?
Yeah,
John Cuerno?
yeah, let's jump to the end.
Oh my God.
For consequences, Katrina got thrown into one of the coffins, and then Dario Cueto went to go open it up, and
Poof.
she's gone. So what happened?
One night stands, man.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. She just called an Uber and got herself out of there. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if she's gone mystically, does that mean Cuerno is not on the trail? Is Cuerno still on the trail? Is like what's going on?
Did you not watch what happened?
Yeah,
After.
I thought I did.
So they pull. They're showing the footage from the entrance ramp of them dragging the coffin,
The death box.
Death box.
Of Mil Muertes, and one of the druids. After they're already walking in, so none of the crowd sees this.
He was hooded.
None of the crowd sees this. Just the viewers at home. He unhoods and takes off the hood, and it's fucking King Cuerno.
Right.
That's storytelling to the next fucking level, dude.
But well, that still doesn't answer exactly my question though. Like what? Like he was there. Obviously, he was on the hunt, but she's gone. She disappeared. Like, does he have any idea where the fuck she's gone?
I don't think she's the one he's hunting. She's made it perfectly clear. He's hunting Mil.
Okay.
So now that he's got the carcass of Mil,
Right.
like, well, is he gonna feast on the magical organs, or is he gonna like walk around with his mask on top of the deer, like on one of the deer antlers? He has a mask. He'll start collecting luchador masks. Dude, that'd be badass, dude. He's got luchador masks hanging off of his antlers that he walks out the ring with.
That'd be different.
That'd be corny. Hanging off the antlers. No, that'd be stupid.
I collect titles. That's not corny.
I didn't say it. Okay, so you jumped to the end there. Are we gonna? You want to talk about that match, or how are we doing this?
All right. Yeah.
We all were like, "Oh fuck, this is TNA level stupid." 4 coffins, and then 2 minutes into the actual match, I was like, "These big bitches needed more than one coffin." It made perfect sense. It's a match of the week candidate for me. I don't know how far I'll take it. I could be convinced. There was enough storytelling in there that kept me into it, and there was enough of it that differentiated itself from the other match, from the other Grave Consequences. And I forget that I'm still in the phase of giving Lucha Underground a benefit of the doubt. Last week, before I watched the episode, I was kind of not as looking forward to the match.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, the results have been out there for months, and I still have not gone looking for spoilers. Like, I legitimately was going in there blind. I loved it.
Well, I loved it a lot too, but I still went into the match with my same mindset that I had last week, where it's like, why is this Graver Consequences? Why do they need 4 coffins? It didn't make sense, and I like what they did. Once you got into the match and they have like the actual coffins, like it was obvious that they used it for like bumps and doing stuff with the coffins. But the way that I think that they should have gone about it is saying, hey, we're going to have Grave Consequences. And then when the match actually happened, instead of just bringing out one, coffin, they just brought out extras and just had like Stryker or somebody say, oh yeah, here's some backups just in case or whatever. Like they didn't need to make it an explicit gimmick. Like, oh, it's Graver Consequences, and that means we're going to have more coffins. They're just like, like a table match. In a table match, you could have like one table out there or just a table underneath the ring and somebody has to bring it out. Or you can have like 15 tables just set up. They don't say it's a table-eater match when they have more than one table out there. You just say it's a fucking table match.
It's the tablest match of all.
Yeah, like they don't do that shit. So that's what they could have done with this. They could have just said, oh, it's a Grave Consequences match, and oh, well, this time there just happens to be extra coffins because just in case. And then, the wrestlers used it the exact same way that they used it in this match. So I think that they tried to gimmick it, took something away for me. I really, really did like the spots that they did with the coffin. So, and one of my favorite ones was when Mill was inside and Matanza Cueto was trying to close the lid on him, and then he just like
with the glove
threw his hand through the top of the coffin and just like grabbed them.
The reactions from the crowd.
Not only did he grab him, he like slammed his face.
Yeah, holy crap, that was awesome.
That was a badass spot. You know what, Abel? I think I agree with you on that. Is this? I love most of the spots in this match. It was innovative on some of the stuff they're doing. However, I do think it was over gimmicky to the point where, this is called a Grave Consequences match, and just why? Because the only reason they had the extra coffins out there was just to have bumps on them. That's it. That was no point to that.
Name aside, what did you think of the match?
Oh well, I liked it. I was actually it's almost my match of the weekend, if not my pick. But there's another piece of competition out there for match of the week for me. But this is a good match.
Is it from Lucha?
Yes.
Well, okay, then get to it, sir.
All right.
Wait, before you get to that, you talked earlier about the beginning of the show. There were two parts to the beginning. First was Muertes and Katrina with Corno in the background. The second part was Dario Cueto and turned out to be a crooked cop.
No, he's the congressman.
At the bar. Talking about, you're not the only one that's got a monster. And
right, he was on there a few weeks ago when he busted into the police station.
Yeah, the missing posters and everything. Yeah. And then that led to the end of the episode with, or did it lead to the end of the episode where they're in the limousine?
Right. He delivers the money. He's like, here's your $50,000, and Dario's expecting you, or basically he's going to cause some shit for Dario.
Right.
Yeah.
And Matanza.
And then he said, my master or something like that. And he was like all afraid to whoever he was handing off the money to.
He was scared shitless of this guy that he was talking to.
Yeah.
And then all they showed him was him lighting a cigar. Singing Big Rick.
Oh, God. That better not be Big Rick.
Why show the cigar?
With one eye, I doubt if he'd light it that easily.
Well, he flicked it a few times.
Depth perception's all off. Yeah.
Your other match of the week candidate that's front running for pick.
Okay. Well, the one that isn't is there was a triple threat match between the Crew and Joey Ryan.
That wasn't even a match.
That
was like 30 seconds of, you know what? That's a worse piss break than some of the worst Divas matches. WWE
long story short, not any long. Joey Ryan got a medallion. So he's in the
Yay.
And he stuck it in his trunks.
As he does everything.
Yeah. So at least that's...
You wouldn't?
Stick what in what? Huh? What?
What else?
Okay, so we have a match for the Trios Championship. We have the champs, which is Rey Mysterio,
Prince Puma,
and Dragon Azteca.
Yes.
Junior? Yeah.
Junior. Right.
Anyway, so they come out. Their opponents was supposed to be our favorites, right? Son of Havoc, Ivelisse, and usually is Angelico, but he's injured. So naturally, Dario replaced him with Johnny Mundo.
Because Dario is still on this kick of making misfit teams, apparently.
He's consistent, I give him that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Normally, when it comes to like six-man tags and whatnot, I tend to like, kind of wave them off. It's like, okay, whatever. It's just, a match to get you through the week. But
is there a pattern here? We had a misfit team in Lucha Underground, and then, ironically enough, on Raw, we got another misfit team. Not that we're jumping to Raw, but
we did.
Oh yeah.
Owens and Zayn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. You're jumping ahead.
Yeah. So I wasn't really. I didn't have a lot to go on this match. It's like, okay, whatever. I was watching it, and as the match was going on, I was getting more and more like involved in this match. That there's a lot of chemistry. I actually wanted to see more between Rey Mysterio and Son of Havoc. Those had the exchanges between them two, which when they both tagged out, and then it went to Mundo and Puma, they kicked right back off where they left. So there was a lot of good back and forth. Ivelisse, I like the spots where she's in because they make it a point to showcase her in a way that's not being, oh, she's a woman. you know, and against all these guys, but they make it a point to be like, she's another competitor in this match. And there was a part where they touched on her injury, her leg injury from last year, and they I think there's a spot in there where who was she fighting at the time?
Dragon Azteca?
Was it him or
Yeah,
It was Dragon Azteca.
yeah, and they like shook hands, like he gave her a second to you know kick the kink out of her leg or whatever, and then they shook hands and
then she beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. So no, it was there's a lot of good back and forth stuff, and the commentators are on track on this. They point out their good stuff and the not symbolism, but just I think Stryker said the irony of first it was Ivelisse on the outside making all the noise, yelling and screaming, and now it's Taya and now Ivelisse got to listen to that.
Yeah.
That you mentioned chemistry between Son of Havoc and Ray. I know it's not commonplace. It's weird to say that because it's Lucha Underground and everybody's equal. I want to see Ivelisse and Taya.
Okay.
They had the bickering back and forth, and Taya wanting to cheat, and Ivelisse the one that doesn't want to cheat. Oddly enough, you know, like came full circle, just like the commentary earlier with the bickering. Dude, I want to see more of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of storytelling just in the personalities of the people involved.
Yeah.
there's when Taya was screaming and yelling outside and Stryker's, God, she sounds like such a, and Vampira's like, God damn, she sounds like my ex-wife.
Oh, Vamp.
Yeah, Vampiro was, he was killing this week on commentary.
Yeah.
As he always does.
Yeah.
Okay, was there another match? Was there anything else?
That's
no.
Okay.
Those two matches, I'm still like torn between which one, because I think out of what I saw personally this week of wrestling, those two matches are the two best ones.
Okay.
They got me more involved emotionally than what I was seeing.
You know, you convinced me on the 6-man tag. I agree. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a candidate. But for my money, I think Graver Consequences was probably my match of the week pick. I don't know if I'm willing to give it anything more than that. Our match of the week, or our match of the year last year was Grave Consequences. This year, I don't know. It didn't feel like it was quite as special.
Because we haven't seen it.
I'm torn
Probably.
between the two, so I'll just make it a point to say that neither one of them are not match of the year candidate worthy, but they're both on why I'm a big fan of this show and why I keep watching this show.
Right.
Even when you think, oh man, we've seen this before. No, I haven't.
Yeah. And I mean, you want to talk about the parallels between season 1 and season 2, more medallions, we had Grave Consequences again and Aztec Warfare again. I want to go back to last week where you and we said, hey, the new thing for this season was the No Mas match. Travis, did you watch No Mas?
I did go back and watch that match.
What did you think, sir?
I liked it.
Okay.
And I'm retroactively making it my match of the week from last week.
Ooh. Okay, so it was definitely my match of the week last week. It was your match of the week last week, and it is.
What are you doing?
He's trying to set up here.
Oh.
And it was yours retroactively. So if that's the case, shall we, with our powers combined, see if not, this may be a match of the year? All right.
On the count of 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh! Okay, that's 3 thumbs up. So the No Mas match.
I'm adding it right now. I'm going through my thing.
It's a candidate for me for match of the year.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's going to be the best one.
It's worthy of the discussion at least.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
And only because, first of all, it is kind of a rare thing to have a woman-on-woman match in Lucha.
Right.
But
for all the awesome stuff that they do with the women.
Right. But as much as WWE likes to talk about their women division, these two ladies in Lucha did more things to cement women wrestling than anything I've seen in WWE.
I agree.
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, you rarely see it doesn't matter if it was old school knockouts division. It doesn't matter if it's right now the women's division. Hell, you barely see it in Shine or Shimmer. You never see blood, when it comes to the ladies. And it's not like we're sitting here like, oh, blood is what makes a match great. No, I that fence. I'm like, if you don't need to bleed, don't do it. If it happens the hard way, okay, great. Right. This obviously didn't really happen the hard way because she tore her mask open and made a point, but it was done in a way where it's like Mariposa's kind of fucking psycho. And Sexy Star has been terrorized, but she's Sexy Star and she's trying to overcome.
She's who?
Sexy Star. And she did it very well. She played that part very well of trying to overcome her fears, overcome this really scary, psychotic chick, and put up a valiant effort. And the story with the blood just kind of mixed with that.
It made it more intense for the match. It made you more emotionally invested in the storyline. So yeah, it was good all the way around. I give all the blood involved. I give it 4 hepatitis shots out of 5. Because there was a lot of blood in that match.
We've gushed about it enough last week. Any
blood.
Any further gushing, I'm going to save till we get down to
the end of the year,
the nitty gritty.
Okay.
I'm going to tip my hat off to the women in WWE. They've been bragging about this, whether we've been liking it or not, or how we've reacted about the whole Divas Revolution. But the quote from Civil War, heroes need to be policed because it's going to create challenge for villains to try to knock them out. The competition's noticing that.
Was that the exact quote?
I don't know.
Lucha Underground's noticing, hey, all these women are getting the attention of WWE. We had a match of the year candidate last year that was almost a winner. Came close to
There's a lot of people who are angry saying that it should have been the winner.
It should have been the match of the year between Bayley and Sasha. And already in May, we've got Mariposa, 2 more women, 2 different women from another organization.
Yes.
Mariposa and Sexy Star in our match of the year candidate. And who's to say we might not have had one without the other? Without the whole focus now, like, hey, when, as obvious, as blatant that Lucha makes it seem that the women are just as credible as men, the way they wrestle each other. We have matches where even on NXT or on Raw where the women are just as good as the men or even better than the men. So without that kind of focus, whether we like how it ended or not, them having that kind of focus made us pay more attention, at least me pay more attention to the women as opposed to just knocking it off or just saying, oh, hey, let me go refill my beer. So, at least for me.
Yeah. Well, if it's for you, yeah. But I think they were going to have the match regardless. It doesn't matter if WWE is doing the thing or not. But,
yeah, because Lucha isn't afraid to just buck the system and do their own shit.
Oh, one last thing I wanted to mention about the Graver Consequences match is, did you notice the parallel from the first Graver Consequences match with now? It was almost, I was kind of hoping Mil Muertes won the match only because I saw a lot of parallels between the first one, it was the all-powerful Mil Muertes versus the kind of the underdog Phoenix. And this one, it was the overpowering Matanza Cueto versus Mil Muertes, who was trying,
kind of the underdog.
Yeah. And there was even a spot where, just like when Mil Muertes was pulling off the mask of Phoenix, Mil Muertes was on his knees and he was getting his mask pulled off.
Yep.
And I saw that, I was like, wow, I wonder if they're like purposely, and I'm sure, they probably were purposely doing it like that, just to,
So in season 3, is Mil Muertes going to be the underdog in the Gravest Consequences?
No. Matanza Cueto will be the underdog against whoever this new guy that.
Well, this is Mil's match.
Well, I know.
2 years in a row. I expect him to be in next year's match.
Oh, well, okay.
Like Undertaker's Buried Alive match, and he always loses.
Triple threat.
No, I bet you it's going to be whoever was in the limo lighting the cigar that got the $50,000. Because apparently he's some sort of god as well.
A lot of gods around here.
Yeah. A lot of them.
It's probably Vampiro.
That's it for Lucha.
Yay!
Anything from our listeners, Porsche?
Well, a couple of guys are trying to figure out who the master could be.
Who were up to no good. Oh, sorry. She said a couple of guys.
And one little night, Katrina got scared. She said, hijo de su pinche madre, lágate de pendejo.
I'm sorry.
Remix.
I don't use it.
I'm sorry. Portia, please. What did the people say?
He says that he might be definitely wrong, but he thinks Conan is the master.
That would be interesting because Conan died, but we never saw him die in season
He was
one.
kind of written off.
Yeah, like we were just supposed to assume that he's dead.
He might not be far off from that.
That's
I like it.
That was Daryl Hughes, old Daryl. What's up, Daryl?
Murder.
And then our Aussie brethren Dylan
Dylan.
thinks it's either Abel or the Shockmaster.
What? Me or the Shockmaster or what?
The Master.
Oh, the Master. Oh, it's just not me.
Just because he think he's good with other things, he's good with a cigar, huh? I kind of get that. See?
That was our
Look at
boy
that.
from Australia.
Yeah.
What time is it over there? Are you watching our show right now?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's early morning.
Still got that hit. That's fine. I'm not.
I don't
hating.
mind.
hate.
I'm grateful. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But get some sleep.
We're becoming a worldwide ruckus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting
That
there.
thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Portia. All right.
Next. NXT.
Next.
That's what we said. Next.
Yeah.
What the hell happened last week? Did anything happen? God, I watched it on Wednesday.
It was the
feels like-
return of Finn Balor
Oh yeah.
to grovel in front of the audience, the Full Sail audience, to say they came in here and saying thank you, Finn, and all this other stuff, and then he's
For
like,
what?
no, I know, that's what I was thinking. For what?
For being him.
And get out of here.
Where's the rest of them?
In New Japan, they left it there.
Chris, what did you think while he was doing his little sobbing speech when you started hearing guitar strumming?
Man, I'm gonna be in the minority.
Uh-oh.
You liked it.
I actually did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the best. Granted, it hasn't been all good, but that's probably the best utilization of the Samson character since the reboot. I'll give it that.
Okay.
I'll give it that.
You know what?
Okay.
I'll agree with you only because I think even before he debuted or as he's debuting, we all said someone on the show said
I was digging the Johnny Cash vibe that I was hoping it would work.
no. Was it me? I don't know, but someone said that he needs to be coming out, strumming the guitar, not having a theme music,
Yeah.
but strumming the guitar and talking shit to whoever his opponent is. And he
Mhm.
finally
He did it.
that, and that's
I think that was you that said that.
I think it was. Did you catch it? Like when he's in a
Old
ring?
man Travis can't even remember.
I'm old.
Standing behind Finn didn't even turn around, and Samson was still going.
That was cool. No, but did you catch the guitar? He had the dollar
He's
bills.
behind me, isn't he?
He had all the dollar bills.
Behind
And
me.
I didn't realize until after Finn threw it at him. That's the same guitar I have at home.
well, there you go.
Epiphone. Nice.
But no dollars in it.
Right.
No, it's there in my wallet.
Yeah. All his dollars are in his thumb.
The dong dong dong.
Yeah.
Sad story.
And you're working Uber. You're in the wrong job. We all know you got the skills that pays the bills. Dumbass with bills. Yeah. Yeah. It restored a little faith in the Samson.
But then what happened when the match started?
That part I don't remember because I didn't watch the match.
Oh.
I didn't watch all of NXT. Up front.
The Samson lost.
The hell you say?
Rather handedly, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a nothing match. You know, I think Nakamura versus Ty Dillinger was a more exciting match than this match. Entertaining, but I think that did more for Dillinger than this match did for Samson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this match with Samson and Finn, it was like, whatever. Finn beat him
because it was obvious.
meh.
Like anytime, like you have a main eventer coming out and cutting a promo for whatever, like he just lost a match or whatever the case. Usually after a loss, whoever comes out to interrupt him is gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Especially when he's tossing the heels like utensil. He tossed the dude's guitar. Yeah, he's gonna get beaten the hell up.
Yeah,
and he did.
So I mean, there's nothing to say much about that match. I mean, you know Finn, you know Finn, how he fights.
You knew Finn was gonna win,
Right? Yeah.
And then he did, and it was just like, okay,
Yeah. So what
thanks,
else?
Samson.
What else happened in this episode?
Sticking to Finn, Facebook Live today, Tuesday, announcement. Contract signing, Joe versus Finn, next takeover. Apparently, first time ever, because I've been watching enough of these episodes lately. First time steel cage match.
The first time ever.
Is
For
it?
Finn versus Joe at takeover.
Okay.
Next, this upcoming takeover at Full Sail.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently over the weekend, I think storyline. I think they may have mentioned
At a
that
house show, there was a fight.
Yeah, there was a brawl and
House show.
ain't no cameras there, bitch.
Actually, I think I'm convinced that this one probably was an actual house show.
But what do we think about this steel cage match NXT?
Sure. Why the hell not?
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it's a stipulation match to prolong a feud. Yeah.
Gratuitous.
No, not to prolong the feud, to end the feud.
I hope
that's
okay.
If NXT is true to their word about kind of bringing it back to the wrestling aspect of things, the steel cage is the feud ender.
Okay. Yes, let's make this a feud ender. Yeah.
Obligatory coup de grace from the top of the cage. I already see it coming.
That would be kind of
Unless
cool, though.
Joe
No,
moves
no.
and hurts him.
I don't want to see that.
I don't
No?
either. I say it negatively because that's every cage. We've already had this hyperbole. Every cage match, somebody's going to die off the top. Okay.
Yeah, and if you go up to the top, why not just try to win the damn match? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You sound disappointed in
No.
that logic. Damn it! He don't get into his big spot.
They both climb out and fall. The next takeover is going to be the first ever Hell in a Cell, or the first cage match with the top on it, and then somebody's going to crawl through the mat underneath, and it just I kind of want this to keep going. So I don't want to see Finn or Joe on the main
I just don't want
roster.
them to start busting out gimmick matches. Like, I hope this is like the only one we see this year. Of a
Even
steel
then,
cage.
I don't
Okay.
mind it as much because there was that gap where Cena and Orton's rivalry at their best every month for like 5 months. And it was still competitive. It was still different. The storytelling was enough. I didn't mind it. I was looking forward to more. You know, this is technically, if you count the house show, this will be the 4th match in their rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if there's not a definitive ender or if there's more to this, I'm not going to mind it.
The only time that you can say the steel cage doesn't end a feud is you can go back to NWA days with the Horsemen and Dusty Rhodes and them constantly coming out, wire cutters, busting the lock, getting in there, and doing that kind of stuff.
But even nowadays, with all these gimmick pay-per-views, nothing really ends at a gimmick match because they're just doing it at the expense of trying to get money as opposed to doing it for storyline purpose.
Well, it's just one of those things. NXT, they're doing things like the Dusty Rhodes Classic, the Cruiserweight Classic. Let's keep with. There you go. I was going with that. So
It's like we read your mind classically.
Oh, may I?
Yes, you may. Ooh.
Alpha's beat a couple of jobbers.
Yeah. And then go ahead.
Well, real quick, this goes on, not to beat a dead horse, but how many weeks after WrestleMania, or how many weeks after they won their match and won the titles?
7?
This is their first week back.
Oofta.
No. Technically, 2 weeks after the airing of WrestleMania at K. Bailey Hutchinson, it was American Alphas against Cass and Enzo.
Okay, so this is the first time back at Full Sail.
Mhm.
Still, come on.
Still, we haven't seen enough of them, basically, if they're going to run around and be the champs.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
At least backstage promos or something to showing off the titles or whatever.
This is basically the first episode back from Full Sail, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It was.
Okay,
It was.
But still, that long. We're already at the next WWE pay-per-view.
Almost the second one past WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit balls. No shit. Okay.
What else happened on NXT? Wasn't there a women's match?
Alexa Bliss against Lil Ellering.
Another second generation female.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to be somebody else that we're going to hypothetically throw into the real horsewomen gimmick that we?
I hate to say it. She needs a little more practice. Like, she's not there yet.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, NXT is developmental, but there's the Performance Center and then there's NXT. I don't know. There's something about her. She wasn't ready yet.
Well, I mean,
she's got it. It's untapped potential. But.
Even Marie's nowhere near ready, and she's already, But yeah, probably some of it has to do with her last name. Second generation women, even though that we seem to have a nice handful of them now, have always been kind of hard to come by. It's kind of cool. So
even that, you can also have the argument of, is it a wise thing to not change your last name? That's the whole argument with WWE, why they change their names and this and that. But now all we say is the Ellering girl. It's Paul Ellering's daughter. That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody.
Well, it is a lot of pressure, but then again, it's not. It's just a manager.
Devil's advocate. Charlotte did so well trying to be outside of the Flair shadow just for her to get moved up to the main roster, and all of a sudden, oh my God, it's Ric Flair's daughter!
It's like they just found out.
Yeah, like she's
like one episode of Maury later, all of a sudden Ric Flair's like, "Fuck, I gotta start walking to the ring again."
Yeah.
Woo!
And you are the father. Damn it! Woo! Yeah.
Strut through the crowd. I saw that episode. Match of the week candidate: Nakamura against Alex Riley.
Think so?
For the pure beating Alex Riley.
Okay.
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was fun seeing. That was his bon voyage right there.
That was his parting gift.
Here, vote my yay.
Yeah.
Not a match of the candidate for me.
Not for me either. I mean, it's cool to mark out over Nakamura, but I really...
Was that the best match on the show, though?
Yeah, probably. On the show, yeah.
By default.
Yeah, by default, yeah.
Next week, Remix Boys.
Worker.
Against Austin Aries and a partner of his choosing.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah, that little backstage thing, which really, honestly, solved nothing for what Austin Aries went into Real Office for in the first place. He went there saying, I want, competition, this and that, and I want to be higher up on the whatever. He's saying he's not being noticed, not being recognized. And then Remix Boys come in, and they...
What about Raven? What about me?
Pretty much, yeah. And then they start... And Regal's like, okay, you two versus Austin and someone else.
Let's take a moment to adore Maria Kanellis on Impact Television. Okay, you're saying?
Anyway, so next week, yeah, like you said, there's the tag team match with his partner is going to be, but it's not going to. It didn't really solve what Austin went in there for. So.
Yeah, it solves it.
Yeah, I mean, who could be his tag team?
I don't know. I don't care.
Check the internet.
You don't care?
Half the team is I don't care about.
Oh, okay.
Remix Boys, I don't care.
What if
on
it's
a scale
Eli?
of 1 to 10, how much is your care level for Austin Aries right now? He's admitted
6.
that he's under the radar. Is he under your radar?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
6?
5.
5. Okay.
And he's only that high because it's Austin Aries. If it was anybody else, like I would care.
Negatives?
I'd care more about Purrazzo than I care about him.
Marie?
Shut up.
That's it for NXT.
Yeah. Okay. So
Anything from the listeners?
yes.
No. I asked them if they can figure out who the secret partner will be, but no one knows.
Yeah, we just asked that. So yeah, let's give that a minute to percolate. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What else we got? Did you watch ROH? Did anybody watch ROH this week?
You did? Turned off.
I turned it on to watch it.
Okay.
I had a goal to watch it. But then I clicked play, and then I found out all it is a preview show for Global Wars.
It's like a clip show?
Pretty much. It was Kevin Kelly and that Mandy Leon. They were just
makes a nice pair.
Yeah. They were just talking about the matches leading up, what led up to the matches for Global Wars. So it's pretty much it.
That's quick second. That is a very underrated beauty right there. Mandy Leon talking on the mic when she does her Ring of Honor backstage segments. Man, she is gorgeous.
Okay.
I think it's the dark hair with the green eyes.
Yeah. Look, gothic look. Her versus Paige. Gimme.
And we never heard from him again.
Or Del Rio.
Oh yeah, apparently Paige and Del Rio are a thing.
But you already knew that.
Destiny.
That's what he says at the end.
That's what he says.
So that's how they repackaged League of Nations, huh? Paige and Del Rio? Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently Melissa Santos.
Hey!
Wait, what? Melissa Santos.
We were talking about this before the show, fool.
That's called sarcasm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's take a break so we can reset your sarcasm meter because we're going to need it for WWE.
Hold on. Hey, let the listeners know. What's going on here with Melissa Santos?
There's a rumor floating around that WWE is interested in Lucha Underground announcer Melissa Santos.
Really?
And you have the rest of that news?
Yeah. The idea is to have her as Del Rio's new ring announcer. Like Ricardo.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Yeah. She'll be Ricarda.
Ricarda. Ay, que perra. Doesn't matter how fine you are. Ricarda? No.
No.
That's an erection killer.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so now should we take a break?
Sure.
All right. When we come back, we'll talk all about the pay-per-view and everything else going on in main roster WWE. Break. All right. YouTubers, don't go nowhere. We're just gonna break podcasting purposes, refilling my drink, all that kind of good stuff, right?
Yeah. That stuff.
And whatever these two guys want to talk about. So you're sure you want to put over your pop-in of the culture?
Episode 4.
Or 54. Whichever you want to say.
Episode 4 of the 4-pack. Aliens.
Yes, sir.
First was Aliens and Alien 2. Then
No.
it was, it was Alien and then Aliens.
Okay, there you go. All right.
And then
You're getting
the
it.
next
You're
episode
getting it.
was
You're
Aliens
getting it.
3 and Aliens 4. Then the third episode was both Alien versus Predator movies. And now the fresh one out the oven, Prometheus. Because apparently they didn't like it.
Oh, you gotta listen to the episode to find out.
Ah.
But it's out today. PopCultureRewind.com. We review
Define we.
me and Xavier.
There you go.
Pop Culture Rewind.
Hmm.
Yeah. We review Prometheus.
Prometheus.
And then after that we
Cupcake.
he actually does a good rundown of the original script for the movie, which is there's a lot of differences in the original script in the movie, so it's interesting just for that. And then also after that, I break down the all the box office numbers, which one is the most successful, which one has sucked the most.
Nice.
Interesting.
Do you adjust for inflation?
Yes, I do.
Both.
I got both numbers.
Inflation.
I'd read out a few viewer responses too. I asked around, what's your favorite Alien movie?
Wow.
Yeah.
Finally got responses. Congratulations.
I got some before for the Quentin Tarantino episode. Yeah.
All right.
I gotta do the questions like that on like really big topics. Spread the knowledge out there a little bit. So,
First impression of the leak, the teaser for the new Transformers movie.
it's too early to tell. It's Transformers, Michael Bay.
Does stuff blow up?
I'm sure.
Of course.
Are there lens flares?
Michael Bay's not really known for too much.
That's J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Abrams.
okay.
You're on the right track then.
Oh.
Boobies, yeah.
Mm.
Indecent exposure shots. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
There is
3 crotch jokes.
well, in all honesty, there is some news that has already come out from that. The title alone, Last Night, that's tying back to the last movie.
Continuity. Oh,
And
there's one thing that did catch my attention
of that,
of the leakage,
Yes.
the
the
teaser.
leakage,
The teaser.
Yeah.
Prime, the image of Optimus Prime.
Right, the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks a little different, don't it?
yeah.
Didn't he have purple eyes? Yeah,
You think they're going Dark Energy on?
maybe, possibly.
You think Nemesis Prime will work?
Because he's in space. He's going to be in space, so possibly. Also the one dude from the first 2 or 3 movies, Josh. I can't remember pronounce this guy's last name. Duhamel.
Oh yeah, Josh Duhamel.
Yeah, Duhamel. Yeah.
Mm.
He's back. He's gonna be back in this movie too.
Really
So
interesting.
as far as human characters go, he wasn't the worst. so I welcome that. So, but wait and see.
Random guess. I'm calling it now. Quintessons, reboot him. He becomes Nemesis Prime. Somehow the rest of the Autobots get him back to normal. So he christens Hot Rod as the last knight and carries on the Prime as Rodimus. Optimus isn't dead, but he's like resting on the bench. And if the rest of the Autobots, because you know that when they split the Transformers comic
Right.
in 2,
Right.
Optimus was like, you know what, this isn't me no more. I'm gonna just go out on my own.
He
And they
passed
had-
it over to
Yeah,
Rodimus.
yeah, and they had to find him because there was something going on that they needed him for, and he wound up.
Right.
And now we're at like All Hail Optimus on one of the halves of it.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually wanting to read that
I kind of want to read it too.
because it goes back to All Hail Megatron. Even the covers are like
Yeah, I've
mimicking the
noticed them.
originals,
Yeah.
So looking good. Dude, as far as Transformers go, dude, all these new images have been surfacing for the new waves of toys coming out. I'm gonna be broke, motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna be broke. My wife's gonna hate me.
More. She's gonna hate you more.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Because you have to remind her of the stuff you already have. The fact that you're adding without subtracting.
Well, not
Just
necessarily.
multiplies the anger.
Not necessarily. I do have stuff on eBay right now.
Oh, yeah?
Conjunction, what's your function?
Thanks for
Adding.
that contribution.
Yeah.
That's when Abel makes transforming noises.
Mm-hmm.
Beep, boop, boop, beep.
Transformed into something.
You guys ready for round 2? Stop staring at her breast. She has a notepad.
Oops.
Jesus Christ.
My bad. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Where did that come from?
The interwebs.
Which one?
Dylan interwebs.
Dylan?
Yep.
Cool.
Besides, you're taken. He's married. The only one that should get to do it. Not just kidding. Ready for round 2?
Yeah, as soon as we get everyone back.
Assassin's Creed trailer.
A new Assassin's Creed game?
Movie
The trailer.
with Michael
Movie?
Fassbender. Yeah.
Welcome to the 20th.
I saw the
Okay.
trailer. Eh, it looks like the game.
The trailer's promising.
The movie's gonna suck.
Somebody said that the movie's only supposed to be like 25% flashback, which is like the good part of the game, and 75% is him narrating how he got to the 25% of it. Yeah, and it's kind of scaring fans.
No, it's a movie based on video game. They never do good.
Whatever happened to the rumors of the Halo movie?
Oh, that's in purgatory. I don't know what's going on.
Really? That's sad.
Speaking of games, I'm tempted to try Doom.
Dude, I'm excited for that. I've seen the previews for that.
Dude,
I'm down.
There's hidden
I'm down.
there's hidden levers in every stage where if you unlock it, it takes you to a tunnel and you play old school Doom games. Like even
Really?
they like update the old graphics and it literally straight up looks like the old Doom like
Nice.
PC game. Yeah.
Nice.
I've heard enough good things. I want to give it a shot. The only fear I have, I think it's like the new version of these games where you have to have online connectivity the entire time. And since I don't have any online connectivity anytime,
that's not very Doom-like.
I know.
You know? Yeah. But I mean, from what I've seen, I've been like, what is that? And then at the end of the
Doom.
commercial, it says Doom. I'm like, oh shit. Damn, that looks good.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Because I the other reboot that like came out when the movie came out with The Rock, that game sucked balls.
That was one for 360, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually got that.
No, it was a regular Xbox, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say 360, but yeah.
it's been that long since the Rock's movie.
But because I had,
Thank God.
I got that, I got the Ultimate Edition, like in the steel case and everything, and
Yeah.
the game sucked.
Yeah.
You know what? The next time I play a Doom game, when I say old school, I want God mode. That's the best way to play that fucking game.
The best way to play it is by cheating.
Damn right. Damn right.
3 words. DLC. Wait for it. Play through this whole thing first.
Man,
give it a couple months.
That's the only thing that's terrible about video games in this day and age,
Yeah.
man. Everything is fucking DLC. You never get a complete game.
Not only that.
That's why you go to Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo always gives you
Not only that, but dude, yeah, it's like $60 for a game. Used to be $20 for a season pass. Now it's like $40 for a season pass. That's $100 right there just for a fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then whatever else like DLC add-ons that you want to get after that, it's ridiculous.
That's why all the games I've been playing recently have been on the fucking phone.
Yeah,
That's all I've been playing. Little fucking puzzle games.
Fuck you. Before the week is over, I'm downloading this Futurama game that you've been like nut busting over.
Dude, the Futurama game is so
I'm
funny.
colorblind as fuck, and I don't care. I'm gonna try this game.
The shapes are different shapes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
talk about what the fuck. You hear about these news about they're making a
And you played Candy Crush, so don't give me that fucking colorblind bullshit.
They're all shapes too.
Okay, sorry, Travis. Go ahead.
they're making a movie trilogy about Tetris.
What? Man, if Adam Sandler is
wait,
touching
wait.
it, I am boycotting Nintendo for life.
Not a Tetris movie.
A trilogy.
A trilogy. What?
I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
don't know.
Tetris. It's Tetris 3D, and then there was another Tetris.
There's a
that
sphere.
came out.
There's a sphere.
Tetris
Sphere.
Sphere for the
Tetris
64.
Mhm.
That was freaking mind-boggling nuts.
It sucked. It was hard. I don't like it.
That's why. Like back in
If
the
they
day,
can-
Lisa wanted it, so I got it for her. And
If
I
they can
tried
make a
playing
game,
it.
if they can make a movie about Battleship, they can.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Stop it.
No.
Hey, y'all both.
Bailey. Bailey's clawing at Portia's bags over there. This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why you forget your backpack because it's already beat to shit. You can't have Bailey eating it today.
Right.
All right. We ready?
Yeah. Should we get back to the wrestling?
I hope all you YouTubers.
That B-roll
that was-
sponsored by Pop Culture Rewind.
That was just for you.
That was some golden B-roll right
Yeah,
there.
because Abel's too lazy to splice this shit into the end of the podcast version now.
Mhm.
So this is the only chance you get for B-roll.
Yeah.
Tell
So
your
if
friends.
you don't get to listen to our B-roll, you be fucked. So
You be rolling on out of here.
And next week when you listen,
listen,
share the link on Facebook and Twitter. Let your friends know. Tell
Yes.
them to sign into.
Yeah. That way it gives Porsche more to do back there.
You be ready?
Yes, we're okay. She's ready, so I guess we gotta get ready then. All right. All right, guys, and we are back. Thank you for sticking through the commercial break. We very much appreciate it. Hey, WWE has got themselves a special event
Oh,
this
for
weekend.
fuck's sake, again?
Again, it's like they're monthly
It's
or
like
something.
It's like a month. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like period or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, everywhere.
Extreme Rules, ladies and gentlemen.
That's my point. You see?
Extreme Rules, blood everywhere.
Extreme bloodening.
Extreme Rule is the blood mean.
Chris, first match on the pre-show. What do we got?
The Ziggles against Baron Corbin in a no disqualification
Oh,
match.
Jesus. Does anybody care about this feud?
My anticipation is at a 2.
Really? Put a negative in front. That's mine. I don't
There we
care.
go.
Does anybody care? No, I'm seriously asking. Does anybody give a shit about these two people?
I'm gonna give it about 5.
I'll take that as yes.
Uh,
Why? Explain. Defend yourself.
okay. It's Ziggler, and so far, I kind of want to see either Ziggler get the best of this and go on and do something good, or I want to see Baron just like get a decent enough push where maybe he'll get something interesting to him. Maybe. I'm not saying this is at a 10. That's why it's a 5, which, is kind of low for me.
2, -2, 5.
5. Well, I mean, that's still kind of low for me. I know.
This is going to be a long segment.
But that's all there is to it. Who do I got winning? I think Baron's going to win it. Who do I want winning? I don't know. But, wow.
Shits and giggles. Ziggler.
They both die in the ring. I don't know. I don't care. I don't give a shit about this match at all. I'm not going to watch it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Damn, Extreme Rules went fucking dark. Shit. Yeah.
Fucking
All right.
First time ever, Asylum match. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. Steel cage with a whole bunch of shit around it. Finally, WWE admits that TNA was competition because they just took one of TNA's worst matches.
Lethal Lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travis,
there's not a-
anticipation.
There's not a lid on this.
That's what I was about to say. Was there a lid?
No.
There wasn't a
This
top?
was a match at, I think WCW did this match once. Whereas this,
Uncensored?
I think so. It was like one time only. It's like when,
Hack and Bigelow and some other scrub with a bunch of shit hanging out.
no, it was like when it was towards the end. It's like Steiner and whatever. It was. Is that what it was?
Shane Douglas?
Okay,
Yeah.
you sounded sure of yourself when you said it, so I'm going to believe you on that.
Well, she's
So-
got the Google machine right
There
there.
you go. So anyway, it's not. It's not okay. So it's not 100% original, but it's for WWE purposes. It's fresh.
Mhm.
It's new. And you know what? When Ambrose was in the ring, he was talking about it, he was announcing it, and then the steel cage came down. I was like, oh, it's a steel cage match. No big deal. And then there's weapons on. It's like, okay, so it's steel cage with weapons. But then when he said asylum match and they had the lights go on and all of a sudden, I was like,
And
oh,
ominous music.
yeah. I was like, okay, well, it's different. It's a new match. There you go. It's a new gimmick.
I'm down. I was down for all of it except for the cheesy music. The music it was just a little bit. Too
Wasn't
much.
this the do like they normally
Yeah,
do when they lower the cage?
yeah.
But they always do that. when they
Oh
lower the
no,
cage.
it wasn't. They did something else to it, and it just sounded a little cheesy.
Oh.
But regardless, I'm agreeing with you, Travis. It's something a little bit different, something fresh, something that could be a signature match for a wrestler that we haven't seen in a while. Like, when's the last time that you've seen a wrestler in WWE come up with a new signature match?
Jericho for Money in the Bank.
Even then, like, you think Money in the Bank, you don't think, oh, that's Jericho's match. Do you?
Undertaker, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Inferno match, Kane.
The
Undertaker buried alive.
Yeah.
Buried alive. But, you know, was
the Y2 jail. That's that third episode of Raw when Jericho debuted. Am I going too far back for all the youngins?
Well, what about the Punjabi prison match?
That's an example.
There you go.
That's an example.
So I'm kind of excited about this. If the match is good and it takes off, this could be really, really big for Dean. All of a sudden, Dean has a signature match. You know, an asylum match.
Does he win?
I sure as fuck hope so. He may not, just because, you know, that's how WWE is sometimes. Like, Undertaker, like, hasn't won a whole lot of.
He lost the first Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, he lost the first Hell in a Cell. So yeah, I guess. But I'm just sure
Kane lost the Inferno match.
Yeah.
I can't remember the Punjabi prison match.
I want to say Taker won that because it was no. Was it Batista versus?
There's two. Was it the two of them, or was it the one?
There was two. There was one with Batista and one was Taker. Yeah, versus what's his face? Great Khali. Yeah. And Big Show.
Because Khali couldn't do it one time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was his match. Yeah,
and he wasn't even in it. That's
yes.
right. God, thank you, Portia.
I like the part where he said that escaping the cage over the top or the door doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think the one thing it's missing, I liked when Jericho came up from behind and beat Ambrose and strapped him into the straitjacket.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the match should end, when your opponent's in the straitjacket.
So it's a straitjacket match in a cage.
Yeah.
That's too gimmicky, though.
That's too gimmicky?
That's too much.
Well, because actually, when I first saw the cage coming down, I thought that was too much. Like, I like the fact, I didn't really put two and two together until the whole thing finished. But I was thinking, Dean Ambrose Asylum, Jericho has a straitjacket. Why not have a straitjacket match that's fitting for Ambrose? Like, I don't think having another modification to a steel cage match being something that's just for one person. You know, at the end of the day, Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, steel cage, Ambrose Asylum is still a fucking cage match.
Yeah.
You know, at least a straitjacket match is something that we don't get often. And it doesn't help that we're getting all these fucking gimmick pay-per-views where these metal matches get whored out to death. That was probably my only devil's advocate kind of thing.
When's the last time we've seen a straitjacket match? Just a straitjacket match.
I don't think. I'm sure there has been.
It's been a long fucking time. I can't even remember.
If ever. I don't even know if
the closest one I can think of is the Weasel match.
The Weasel suit with Warrior?
That's the closest.
But I know that there's been an actual straitjacket match at some point.
Probably. You're probably is, but it's been so long we can't even think of it. But
yeah.
The thing is, like,
someone's hunting down right now.
I'm not a fan. Yeah. I'm not a fan of any stipulation match where the opponent has you have to
do something to him.
Yeah.
Other than pin or submit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he doesn't like those strap-on matches.
Can't have first blood matches when both the girls are on the periods.
Now it's gone too dark.
That's gotten too red.
Yes.
Okay, what was it, Portia?
Samuel Shaw versus my cousin.
TNA! I knew it! I knew
it.
That's right. It was in an England episode.
Yes.
Oh! Yeah, there you go.
Do you want a cookie?
No.
You got cupcakes?
No.
Cupcakes were delicious.
Yeah. Straight jacket match.
Well, okay.
Anticipation?
I'm gonna go with about an 8.
I'll go with a 7 right now. Right now, this is a steel cage with weapons. So I want to see how it plays out.
I'm at a 5.
Really?
And it's not just the stipulation. It goes back to the rudimentary problem. It's the loserest of the loser against the guy that's Dean Ambrose.
I would be more high. No.
The guy that's Dean Ambrose.
I would be more high on this match if Ambrose's match with Lesnar was better. Because you're going off his crazy, like, brawling, hardcore gimmick, whatever.
And he didn't do shit.
He got his ass whooped at WrestleMania. And he didn't.
Yeah?
So why should I care that he's in steel cage weapons?
Yeah, he didn't do anything with Weapons of Mania. Okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
If anything, I'd rather see Lesnar against Ambrose than the Asylum match. At least Lesnar's got nowhere to go. And leaving doesn't matter.
You want Lesnar to fight?
You know,
It's crazy.
there was a straitjacket in there. What do you think the chances are that we'll get a light bright straitjacket?
That's for the next pay-per-view.
That's an expensive light jacket. That's
15 grand?
That
Dude,
shit
the
was not
LEDs
50.
are cheap, dude.
Yeah, that's
they,
not 15
they put
grand.
the decimal in the wrong place.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
$150.
Dude, you just get yourself
Cosplayers at fucking Comic-Con
Yeah.
walk around with the Jericho jackets. Like, come on, man.
get yourself a couple of D batteries, a circuit, some lights.
D
and just
batteries?
sew
Hell
that
no,
shit in.
dude.
No?
You talking like you got money.
Oh,
That's our
just-
straight up 9-volt.
9
Like
volt.
the brick.
Okay, yeah, that's all you need. Like you could spend $15 and just take your dad's old leather
You
jacket.
go to Goodwill and buy
Yeah.
a leather jacket for
Like,
like pleather
it's
for
not
like
$15.
$8. It'll smell like a hobo, but still $8.
Jericho got ripped the fuck off. I don't know who be selling that kind of shit to him.
No, the worst part is come July, you're going to see those jackets on WWEshop.com for $49.99 before discounts, and Jericho's not getting a single cut of sales.
Yeah, and-
none.
And they're going to be $49.99 and $35.99 of that is profit.
You heard it here first, folks. Cosplay 101, how to make your own Chris Jericho light bright jacket. You know that 15,000.
Free shipping after 75.
That 15,000. That's actually Canadian dollars.
Ah!
There you go, Canadian. Yeah, so that 15,000 Canadian, that's about what, $25?
Sure.
Hey, okay.
Who do you have winning?
I want Dean to win. God damn it, I want Dean to win. So Jericho's probably gonna win.
Dean has to win.
But is he
Jericho.
gonna?
I don't know.
I've got Jericho winning.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I could see why you say that. I'm just saying he's like he hasn't done anything. like I said, WrestleMania's match sucked. He was kind of on a roll right before WrestleMania, and he's been in a slump ever since.
I didn't watch the match. You guys had a lot of high praise for the first Jericho Ambrose encounter. On your anticipation level, well, yours obviously because you're a freaking 8.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
No. The taste of WrestleMania is still in
I
your mouth?
really can't even think. I slept since then. I don't know what I said. What did I say? Did I like it?
I think you said you liked it.
Oh, okay. I think obviously it's rubbed off.
Maybe. I don't know.
Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, The Miz, Fatal 4-Way, Intercontinental title. Go.
The miss. No. I don't know who I think is gonna win this.
Anticipation level.
My anticipation level, I'm intrigued by the match. 8.5. I'm intrigued by it.
Let me say 8.
Okay.
I want to go higher than that, actually, just because they've brought the IC title back from obscurity with this feud. I think, oddly enough, with the Miz.
4 guys all are pining for that title.
Yes, and that's what it needs to be. They needed a good feud for people fighting for the title. That's what's been missing.
Yeah. I mean, and everybody kind of has a claim to it, and everybody's feuding to get the actual belt itself.
Right.
You know, Kevin Owens, well, he lost it without getting pinned. Miz, well, he's defending the title. Sami Zayn, well, he thinks he deserves it because, Kevin Owens and him are rivals, but he thinks that he could get it too. And then
Cesaro got cheated out of it last
Cesaro got cheated out of it. So yeah, they all have a stake on that title, and there's also heat amongst everybody too. So yeah, it's good.
That I did see yesterday, my anticipation level for the match, I'm gonna say it. It's a 10.
Ooh.
It's been built up in so many different ways, so well done that I have actual investment emotionally in every single one of these guys. Like Kevin Owens is such an asshole that I'm rooting for him to win.
Okay.
Sami Zayn's the underdog that you can't help but wonder, but you know what? The one time that you doubt Sami Zayn, he's probably going to surprise you and take the title and make you look like a fucking douchebag. The Miz, I feel bad for the fucker because he has to be with Maurice. Maurice is annoying as fuck. He's making the Miz look cool compared to Maurice.
Okay.
And Cesaro, Psycho Crusher, like what the fuck? James Bond. What else do I need to explain? all four of them together, it works. There's enough chemistry between each of them. And the fact that we got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a team on Monday just blew my fucking mind.
Monday was great.
Yeah, that was a good match.
That was a great 35 minutes of WWE television between the teaming and then Owens getting called out for ditching his partners. It's like, all right, fine, I'm going to stick you with this motherfucker. And if you leave him, you can go fuck yourself, fucky.
Dude.
And that was perfectly well done.
Was like jaw-jacking back with Sammy during the match, like saying,
Hot tag.
Yeah, like, oh, God, that was so good. So good. You know, I think that there's a lot of connections in the match. I think one of the weakest connections was there even heat between Miz and Cesaro? You know, like they were supposed to be the other oddball team or whatever, but you know, they kind of did some stuff too where they had like some miscues and were kind of being annoyed with each other too. You know, they were trying to play that up. I mean, it was overshadowed, obviously, that were going on between Owens and Zayn, but there was a little bit. There was connections between all four of them there.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're all playing their parts perfectly.
Mhm.
Did you say who you got winning?
I don't think that Owens needs to win to continue their feud, so that narrows it down to Miz retaining or Cesaro winning. I'm gonna just pick Cesaro. Maybe wishful thinking. Fuck, I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Cesaro.
I want to say Zayn, but I'm thinking he's gonna do his finisher. Two other guys are going to be out fighting something's going to happen, and then Miz is going to sneak in, pull him off, and get the cover. And he's going to retain.
You're probably right.
But I like to see Zayn win.
Okay, Chris.
I don't want to see Zayn.
Okay.
I think right now Miz losing the belt, even without being pinned, won't hurt his momentum that he has right now with his new shtick. I want to see Cesaro and Miz go one or two more times on pay-per-view. So have Cesaro beat Owens.
Yeah.
That way the Miz can be like everyone else and say, hey, I never lost the belt. I want my rematch. And that's good enough.
Continue to
keep going with those
continue the feud with those two.
And Zayn and Owens can have a death match in the next pay-per-view.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I think I said this before where I want, if they're going to put the title on Miz like they have, I want to see him have a long run.
Okay.
So he can be more obnoxious that he's the champ. And Maurice can go on about how great he is.
Yeah.
So heel-wise, you're going to get more mileage out of him like that, I think. Heat-wise.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a real good point.
Like I said, I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't know.
Especially if you want to try to beat records of longevity, like Kong Jump Man, which I don't think is going to happen. But if you did, man, I would give them kudos for that.
Here's the difference between this match, a 6-man ladder match at Mania. Any four of these guys winning, I'm happy with.
Mm-hmm.
At Mania, there's a couple of guys that I wasn't happy with if they won.
Yeah, because they purposely made it to say we shouldn't care about these people.
Right, exactly. But this match, if any one of these guys wins, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah.
Miz wins. All right, cool. He's going to continue his thing. Cesaro wins. Holy fuck, Cesaro won. Zayn wins. Holy fuck, Zayn wins. If Kevin Owens won, oh, great. Now he's going to be a dick again.
You're making a good point. I'm going to butt mine up to about a 9.
Okay. Did I convince you?
Yeah. And a 9 for me is like 100.
Yeah.
Devil's advocate.
Fuck it. I'm at a 10.
If Cesaro, Owens, and Zayn can't...
This match is going to suck.
If Cesaro, Owens, or Zayn don't beat The Miz, then who beats The Miz for the title?
Who beats The Miz?
Luke Harper.
Dude, I don't know.
Or do you think all this was just done at the last minute because maybe Neville was supposed to leave Mania as a champ?
Maybe. I don't know. Well, we do have a date for Cena returning. 2 weeks on Raw. Did you catch that?
Yeah. I'm still thrown as what he's gonna go for. Like, is he coming straight for a title, or is somebody coming for him to just take him completely out of focus from any belt?
I don't know.
I know there's one rumor that this match, Kalisto versus Rusev for the U.S. title.
That's a transition.
Yeah. That possibly Rusev could win, and then Cena shows up and gets his title back.
Oh, so what? Rusev could just job out to Cena again?
Or does he?
I've mentioned no, that ship's like sailed and hit the iceberg and sunk. I've mentioned this before. I would be intrigued to see Kalisto defend against Cena. Either way that match goes, it would be fresh, and it would serve Cena's purpose of being that guy that I'm the measuring stick. I need to be beaten for this person to be taken seriously.
Okay.
And Kalisto can be that next Mexican superstar that gets up to that next level and sells more mass and gets more recognition if he can beat a guy like Cena.
Well, who's a big dude heel that's not in the title picture right now? Who are your big heels right now?
Del Rio,
Sheamus. Y'all are gonna hate me for this also, but in the WWE's eyes, one of their biggest heels that should be coming back soon, Bray Wyatt.
Oh, wow.
We had that feud, right? We already had Bray Wyatt versus Cena.
Yeah, years ago for WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking Bray versus Cena?
Yeah. Bray versus Cena happened at WrestleMania 30.
Was that 30?
I was at WrestleMania 30, yeah.
Would you guys want to see Bray Wyatt against Kalisto for the belt? Freshness? Pinball against Fat Boy?
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Pinball versus Bumper?
No, because you still got the mentality of him as a big heel. Thinking Bray's going to come back as a face.
What? Really? Okay.
If not a face, at least a tweener or something, to where he's on a full-on heel.
Okay. So, if we're like future booking here, I take it that you're having Kalisto winning this, Chris.
My anticipation level. My anticipation level for this is at a 0.
What? Why?
Number one, it's Extreme Rules, and there hasn't been a stipulation listed on this Rusev Kalisto match.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, they buried this shit 2 pay-per-views in a row in the pre-show. So why now is it better late than never that they're going to get some kind of recognition? I forgot Kalisto had a belt. I didn't even know Ryback if he was injured or still wrestling or if he had an opinion, or Rusev. Oh, well. Like, I'm already confused. I thought this was Ryback. So, now.
I will say this on Raw. When Rusev came out, first of all, destroyed Sin Cara and then destroyed Kalisto, put him in the accolade. Torqued him all the way back.
Yeah.
It got my anticipation up a little bit to a 2. So I know you like to go reverse momentum, and that means Kalisto's going to win. But I'm going to say Rusev's going to take it.
Okay.
I think they need to pull the trigger with Rusev and do something with him.
Okay.
Granted, he's already been the U.S. champ before, but
do you think the second run will be better than his first run?
I think they got something more focused with him now.
I don't know. We got Rusev on the motherfucking tank at WrestleMania 31. I stole her catchphrase. I don't know. Do you think that's going to be a better run?
Maybe. I mean, I've said it before. He's kind of changed up his look a little bit. I think he's more in tune with what his character is and how he fights. But
we got Lana back.
If he doesn't win it, what do you do with him?
That's why I'm calling it, dude. Sheamus interferes, and we get Rusev Sheamus
with a face Rusev.
Yeah,
with the face
and have Kalisto continue on this U.S. title.
Okay. All right, I'll give it about a 5. Rusev, sure, whatever.
All right, next.
No stipulation for this match either. WWE Tag Team Champions, the Vaudevillians versus the New Day.
All right.
Pop Culture Boy, Time Machine.
Ugh.
The refrigerator box with the sticky keyboard.
I like how Biggie kept pointing out it's not working. No, he's like, no. It's a refrigerator box. Stop it. You know. That would be me. If we were New Day, that would be me.
I love that so much.
You like the whole segment? Really?
The only thing I didn't like was the visual effect that they did but everything else I thought was fucking hilarious.
I don't know, dude. If you're Big E, then I'm gonna be Kofi because I'm totally the guy that says, no, I don't want to leave. 2009 was my best year.
That's so good. And he was like talking Jamaican and everything again. Dude, like, I love that.
I'm not saying the performance of what he was doing wasn't good. I'm just saying, come on. The segment was, come on.
They were making fun of the vaudevillains.
I know what they were doing. I'm not fucking stupid. I'm just saying the gimmick was kind of dumb.
Well, it was supposed to be dumb. They were supposed to be pointing out how dumb it is that the vaudevillains are like these throwbacks.
Would you have been happier if there was a legit DeLorean in the ring from DMC or no?
No, don't patronize me. I'm saying I thought the whole fucking segment was just kind of lame. Like I think they're going too off kilter with New Day. Just kind of tone it down a little bit.
Okay, they built up this tournament. What's your anticipation level for the match?
The match? I don't like vaudevillains.
Ah, there we go.
Give me a number.
Anticipation, 5. Yes.
We got winning.
That's still kind of generous compared to -2.
Yeah, we got winning.
I don't want to say it. Vaudevillains.
You think the
Is it that
vaudevillains are going
obvious
to win?
that they built up this entire tournament for the villains to win?
Yeah, like, because it's like he could say New Day isn't taking them seriously enough, and nobody knows who these people are. And then they get an upset victory, the new champs. Now you have heel champs. Now you can bring in more, competitors against them.
And then you're obviously going to have your rematch with the New Day, so it'll have more legs.
And then by then, casting.
It already has more legs. There's 3 of them in the New Day.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You dummy. And then Enzo should be back pretty soon, I would imagine. They can continue their stuff that they never got to finish. So, I'm going to say vaudevillains, but I just like the team.
Anticipation level, Label.
I'll go with the vaudevillains also. Anticipation level, I'll go with the 7.
Yeah, 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why 6?
Freaking New Day's funny.
I think it's because they're funny.
Because they're our WWE World Tag Team Champions.
Until Sunday.
Right. Your former 2-time champs.
Submission match for the WWE Women's title. Natalya versus Charlotte. Ric Flair is banned from ringside.
Banned from even walking out.
Question. Are the fans banned from chanting "We want Sasha"? That needs to be the stipulation. That needs to be the stipulation.
Burn!
He's hurt.
Oh, God.
I just killed Chris.
You killed... Chris is dead on the floor where all the cats have all their hair. Wow. Poke him with the stick.
I ain't poking him nothing. Are you okay?
Houston Wrestling Radio presents Man Getting Hit by Football. Oh, my groin!
I know. I saw it. What?
Wow. No, that was a burn, dude. Damn. Okay.
Thanks to Travis, my anticipation level is at a 0.
Really?
He just reminded me that the woman that I care about on that roster is not in this match.
Oh.
So, no.
Oh.
Thank you, sir. Well played.
My pleasure. Yes.
What's your number at?
You should have played this up. Right?
I think he really did whack his balls on the floor when he took that front bump.
This is my son.
And he's the one who went to wrestling camp.
Yeah, I know.
They don't teach you low blows at wrestling camp.
Not yet.
You're not going to the right class.
He only went for like a day.
That's 101, isn't it?
Low blows are at least day 3.
The only low blows I've been a part of, and I am nowhere near feeling like this. Oh.
What's your number?
Oh, anticipation? Maybe 4 or 5.
Okay. That's your cup now. You're going to not like me.
10.
Well, close. 9.
I already don't like you, backpack forgetting motherfucker.
I'm going with a 9.
Tits and ass and tits and ass and tits and ass and tits and ass.
I have a very high expectation level for this because it's finally a match with Charlotte where Daddy Flair's not going to get involved. He's been banned from even walking down to the ringside. This is exactly what we've been wanting since Mania.
Did they ban him from strutting to ringside?
Oh, shit. Well, if we assume that strut also means walk, Chris, it hasn't been long enough. You need to stop pumping the air. You're gonna hurt yourself some more. Assuming that, yeah, Daddy Flair is gone. We're finally getting a one-on-one match, and it's a submission match of all things. That ups it for me. It sounds like we're gonna get a definitive winner, and if it's Charlotte, then finally Charlotte has solidified herself as being somebody worthy in and of herself. And if it's Natty, hell yeah, we got a new fucking champ who hasn't taken any guff from any of the other girls, who won via submission. She's a fucking heart, so it makes sense. Then yeah, I'm down. Either way, whichever one wins, again, like the other match, whoever wins, I'm happy.
Well, okay, quick question. That segment on Raw that closed the show, what did that make you anticipate it even more? Because I'm sorry, Charlotte, what happened to you? Natalia's, was she purposely like told to overact in, I don't know, bad writing or bad, I don't know, something. Oh, the whole segment was just terrible. And I like Natalia.
Yeah,
But that segment was terrible.
Is this 2 weeks in a row, not to jump sections because I don't want to jump sections, is this 2 weeks in a row that you're not ending the show with the hottest thing on television right now?
I'm glad you said that. Yes.
The Mild Samoans against the Bullet Club. Is this a second week in a row? I mean, no. It's unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I totally agree.
Besides the hitting me in the feels, that's the other reason why my anticipation level's at a 0 for this.
Mm-hmm.
Because this... You're focusing about if Charlotte wins, it's cool. If Natty wins, it's cool. What will your anticipation level be for anything Natty does if she loses a submission match without any interference? This is the make or break moment for the character of Natty.
Right.
If she doesn't win this,
Okay.
fuck the fuck on.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I get that. But man, at the same time, it's like that means Charlotte won a submission match. The daughter of the master of the figure 4, who has innovated it into a figure 8. I'm assuming if she wins, it's because she slapped on a figure 8 that Natty couldn't get out of. So I'd be so happy with the fact that Charlotte would have proven herself as a competent enough wrestler to win a submission match.
She did that in NXT.
I know, but she hasn't done it on the main roster, and the whole fucking point since Mania is that we need to have this women's division prove that they're women and not diva anymore, and they haven't had that milestone marker moment where, like, okay, no shenanigans, no male interference, just women wrestling, proving that they can wrestle. This is the perfect opportunity for either one, whoever wins, to show that, yeah, we fucking won in a submission match with wrestling moves, and we applied it competently. That's what I'm looking forward. And yeah, you're right. If it's at the expense of Natty, that kind of sucks. But man, look at the payoff that you get with Charlotte. And the same way, the other way around too.
Natty's not winning this thing.
Okay.
She don't have a chance. There's no way. I would like to see her win, so she could claim to be a women's champion and not a Divas champion.
Yeah.
But I think it's too little, too late for her.
Okay.
I hate to say it, and here's another reason I'm thinking Charlotte's going to win. As bad as that segment was that ended the go-home show for Raw, there was a small little bit. I don't know if you caught it, but when Charlotte woos, Rick starts to woo and he starts going crazy and he's like, "No, this is my time. This is my ring."
Yes.
I think that right there is going to play off after she wins, and on Raw, they're going to come out and she's going to say,
I don't need you, Dad.
Anymore. I can do this without you.
Oh, that'd be good too.
And her next match, she loses. She loses the title.
To Sasha at SummerSlam.
Yes. Nice.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Is going to happen there. So.
Okay.
Chris, did you have a?
Before we get to the main event, hypothetical, because with the main event, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches on the main show. Hypothetical anticipation level for a chairs match between the Usos and Gunn and Gallows. Anticipation level.
Assuming that happens.
Yeah.
6.
3.
Why 3?
I'm glad you asked.
Nobody ever asked me why.
Because you love everything.
Oh.
I'm sorely disappointed with the booking of Anderson and Gallows. Their first match they have ever is against Usos. And guess what? They won. They fought him again. And I think they fought him again too. They're the only people they fought. I'm already tired of this. Like, you should, if you wanted to debut a new team like Anderson Gallows and make them a credible threat and make it to where you're anticipating them beating the Usos or the Usos beating them, you have them fight other teams and have animosity grow between them and Usos, and then you have the payoff fight. They've already fought. Like, I don't.
Anderson and Gallows fight some jobber team at some point.
Main event.
It was main event.
Yeah, the show that you always watch. That I always watch.
That I never watch.
That Chris always watches.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody watches that shit. If it's not on Raw or SmackDown, barely SmackDown. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
What I've seen on TV is them versus Usos beating the Usos already, and I think I can't remember the second match that they had with them, but and then between their tag team matches, they've already had 6-man tags with Roman and AJ thrown in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
I've already seen every combination on this feud already.
Okay.
In 5 weeks.
Yeah. The fuck? They've already blown their load on this.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Which is sad because they got good potential out there. Case in point, where you were saying a while ago about 2 weeks in a row, the main event storyline is at the end of the second hour of Raw. After the third hour, after that, I really don't care about what's going on. Important thing. And you're telling me that that's not? Okay, well, whatever.
Maybe it's because they know everybody's booing the shit out of Rowan.
Yeah, whose fault is that?
WWE's.
There you go.
Man, he got booed bad. Like, for them being like in the Midwest, I didn't think that he was.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought that they're in Nebraska or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, surely this is gonna be just
No, it was North Carolina. But
no, before that, the week before that, they were somewhere else. But yeah, North Carolina, I was kind of expecting that. But yeah, that's why.
This, you know what? God damn it! That's WWE's telling of the road. This isn't the first time in North Carolina that they ended Raw with a woman segment. Didn't they do that for Charlotte and Paige, like in October or November?
Fuck, yeah, I can't remember
that they ended the episode with Paige making fun of Ric Flair. So only because it's North Carolina, they're gonna end it with the Flair segment.
Oh, I don't know if that had anything to do with that.
Well, that could have been why, just the Flair country
Fuck
aspect
that.
of it.
This is on national television.
Well, I know.
If you're not in North Carolina, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit where they're at.
That would have been great if you lived in North Carolina.
But I don't live in Carolina, so I don't give a shit.
The guy who said that is crazy.
Classic.
Yeah.
I still hear that clip show every now and then. God, that was awesome. My, how we fallen.
All right. So, main event. Chris.
Roman versus AJ. Extreme Rules match for the WWE title.
Yeah.
What's your anticipation level?
7.
Still, it's still high, regardless of the lack of build or billing on the show.
I think that there's no intrigue as to who's going to win this. Roman's winning.
And that's the problem right there.
That is the problem.
Not that it's Roman, but the fact that it's predictable.
Yeah,
right.
Roman's winning this.
Yeah.
So that's not where the intrigue lies. Where the intrigue actually lies for me, the reason why it's as high as a 7 is to see what the hell is actually AJ up to. Is he gonna align himself with the club? Is he gonna still try to be the baby face? Like, no, guys, I know you guys are my friends, but I got this. Is he going to still try to pull that off? Like, has he been lying this whole time? And, like, I know he's going to lose, but how's he going to lose?
He's going to win by disqualification. No, there's no disqualification.
There's no DQ.
Yeah, that's right.
Extreme Rules.
I think you're focusing on the wrong guy. Travis, I'm going to have to give you some kudos, my man.
I like kudos.
The crowd was
They're delicious.
It was okay. AJ and Roman are in the ring. The crowd is chanting for Seth Rollins. And Roman straight up called him out and said, "You're not getting Seth Rollins. Right now you got AJ and Roman in the ring, and this Sunday we're fighting for the title." I'm curious to see if WWE has the stones because of the reactions that AJ's getting, if they're actually going to pull the trigger with Roman. Because that was blunt. This isn't John Cena going, "Yeah, I love the universe," whether they're pro Cena or anti Cena.
Whether they love me or hate me.
Yeah, this was Roman just being. And I was not expecting that at all. At all. I think this is finally at all. I think this is Roman finally accepting the fact that, you know what, people don't like him, and that he might need to do something. So this might be AJ. This isn't is AJ going to do the right thing? And he doesn't, and he does do the right thing because he stops to swing before he decided, "Oh, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just go for it and get beat up." Roman's. My anticipation level is also at a 7.
Roman didn't hesitate. Roman beat the shit out of him with that chair.
Roman hasn't hesitated at all in this. And he's been showing enough mannerisms now that Travis has opened my eyes on paying attention to the smaller details. Dude, it wouldn't shock me if Roman turns with the Usos.
And not only that, did you happen to notice a little wardrobe change for the Usos?
Yes. Randy pointed that out when we were watching.
All dark, the red and black.
Yeah. It
wasn't
blue and yellow and pink
wasn't
and shit.
the shiny, the colorful spandex.
Yeah. It was black and red and a little bit of white.
Come on, man.
They're a little.
You lived through the NWO days, WCW. Yeah, when they go black, they're going NWO, motherfucker. Yeah, or in this case, the family, whichever, or the Roman.
The bloodline is what they call themselves.
Really?
Yeah, Roman said the bloodline.
That sounds ominous.
What about the Roman Empire? Isn't that what they're calling? Wasn't that their thing?
I think that's when they were trying to make him a face, and that's what they were calling the fans, the Roman Empire. Yeah. But no, Roman referred to him and the Usos collectively as the bloodline.
They have to pull the trigger.
As a heel, that's catchy.
They have to pull the trigger on this heel turn for Roman.
Okay.
They got something there. It's going. You got momentum. Seth Rollins, when he comes back, I don't give a shit what you do. He's gonna get cheered like a motherfucker.
You're right.
If the reports are true that AJ's got nagging injuries and that's why he's been kept off house shows, this would be a perfect time for Roman to turn heel, beat the hell out of AJ, get him off the road for a couple of months, bring him back at SummerSlam for a high profile match, and establish Roman as AJ Cena. Whoo! Yeah,
you want to
establish Roman as a heel. Establish Roman as a heel. I'd bank on Roman Cena with Roman as the bad guy, and I would wear my old school Word Life Thugonomics shirt and cheer.
Oh, like you fucking sell out!
Hey, Roman is the lesser of two evils, and I want to see that empire burn to the fucking ground.
Wow!
How about that?
All right. Wow. Overall anticipation level for the whole shebang.
5.
The
2 matches I had high. Everything else is like.
I think I agree with you. I think 5 for me.
Yeah. 6.
I was killing you to say that. Like 6.
There's some other things that's been going on in WWE that's been kind of interesting that doesn't directly affect the pay-per-view, or at least, well, you said it yourself. There's only 5 matches, so something could sneak on there.
What about the colons?
Okay, let's talk about Los Colones, or as WWE is referring to them as the Shining Stars, Epico and Primo.
Can I say something?
You go for it.
When this match happened on Raw, raise your hand if you fast forward through it.
I couldn't because I was watching a stream.
And I was watching it live.
Yes, sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Would you have?
No.
Really?
Because I wanted to see what the repackaging of these guys were.
It's the same fucking.
I liked them. As the Puerto Rican bullfighters. I gave them a shot. And I liked what they did in the ring, but the gimmick was kind of stupid, and El Torito, blah, 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 all that stuff. And it wound up going nowhere. And then before then, when they were just Epico and Primo, they were related to Carlito, like whatever. And that's all they were. You know, when they had their little run there with the SmackDown tag titles, I was like, okay, they're cool. This time around, I really wanted.
Carlito.
Yeah. This time around, I really wanted to see what they were going to be all about. And I have mixed feelings. I don't like that they're referring to themselves as the shining stars. Like, I don't know. I don't think that fits. If that's their catchphrase about this Puerto Rico being the shining star of the Caribbean, okay, that makes sense. But them being the shining stars, it doesn't fit. Their promo
Sounds kind of gay to me.
Their promo when they're going out to the ring and they're talking about, oh, well, we're from Puerto Rico and this and that, whatever. That was kind of cool. But then when they tried to like shoehorn but that ring is Puerto Rico and you're gonna like, it didn't really fit. Like, okay, whatever. Let me see what they're gonna do, if they're gonna change anything up, if they're going to be different than what they were as Los Matadores or even from before. And the one thing that I really, really did like is that suplex combination thing that he did, where he did like it was a German and then a half Nelson suplex and then like a vertical suplex. I thought that was kind of cool. I liked it. That wasn't something that I saw him do as Los Matadores. It was different, and I liked it. So in ring wise, as just being fucking mechanics or whatever, I still think they're good as far as wrestlers go. The character needs to be tweaked a little, but there's potential.
Chris,
I'm going to get to the money shot real quick. This is a repackaging of Carlito.
Yeah.
Instead of the apples, they have the flowers.
Right.
They're selling themselves on what makes them awesome, and just like Carlito did. The payoff is going to be in a month when every match that they're in is sponsored by Trivago. Done. Next. Dana and we're going to get to that. Dana wrestled on SmackDown against Becky Lynch. Who watched it?
I didn't watch SmackDown. Did you watch SmackDown, Trev?
You saved yourself some grief. Dana won with a roll-up. Apparently.
With the roll-up?
Yeah.
Why a fucking roll-up?
because it's fucking
Dana.
Dana.
Dana, that's all. She's still
No,
like,
as much as they want to say that it's the women's division, they're still doing same bullshit as Divas booking, which is the Divas roll up of doom. Why does every fucking Divas match on Raw and SmackDown have to either end on shenanigans or end in a fucking roll up?
for bro.
Okay.
Again, money shot.
And you want to mention divas not being a thing. Dana Brooke is a fucking diva.
Mm-hmm.
She's packaged like a fucking diva.
Mm-hmm.
She wrestles like a fucking diva. She talks like a goddamn diva.
Mm-hmm.
Get her off my fucking TV.
Oh, wow.
This is 3 steps back to this whole fucking revolution bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try to make you feel better. Talk about Truth and Goldust teaming against Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
They lost. That was funny.
Do you think they could be snuck onto the pay-per-view somehow?
There's a rematch, maybe?
Maybe.
What's the stipulation?
Is Fandango and
A
Tyler...
strut off?
Oh, God.
A runway?
All right.
Project Runway?
I mean, we're focusing on Golden Truth, but could this actually be the beginning of something between Fandango and
I sure as fuck hope so.
Team
what were they
Breeze?
what were they calling themselves?
Febreze?
No, they call themselves. What was it?
Yeah.
Team Pretty. How hard is it?
Yeah. Team Pretty.
There you go.
No, because in WWE you gotta match the names together.
Febreze. Fandango and Breeze. Febreze.
I'm making fetch happen.
I'm not fetching anything.
I don't know.
But it could be a team. Sure, why not? That might be cool. But, I mean, they're really focusing on the Golden Truth. All right. They lost their first match.
Yeah, I like that.
Goldie was in the back all depressed.
No, he's pissed off.
Yeah, pissed off, yeah. And then R-Truth is like, it's okay, we'll get him next time. And, like, try to cheer him up and all this shit. Like, I don't know. It's funny.
Okay,
It's cute.
I had an issue. I didn't have an issue with it until I was thinking about something during that segment.
Okay.
It's like Goldust is wanting a tag team partner. Where the fuck is Stardust?
On the Edge and Christian show.
Where the fuck is Stardust?
At home watching Arrow, scouting his next opponent.
He has a next opponent.
Casey Jones.
When was the last time he wrestled?
Well, been a long time.
On one of those shows that we don't watch, probably.
Like
You
main
know,
event.
You're probably right. But why? Like, it's it's missing potential right there for something, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just waiting for Goldust to get so pissed off at Truth, and he says, "Fuck it, I got someone else." And the next week, maybe Stardust comes out. And why you broke it up for a reason that never happened? And Stardust's feud never happened because someone left or got. I can't remember who he was supposed to feud with.
Mhm.
I'm sure it was with an injury. I'm not sure. Probably. But anyway, that never went anywhere.
Oh, Titus got suspended for putting his hands on
that was
Vince.
before all that. No, this is all before that.
Oh. See, that kind of derailed it?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But then he came back and he did a few things.
No,
but
Dusty
he's-
still did.
Stardust, you idiot.
He tried to go with Ascension, or yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then-
yeah.
and then that never went
had
anywhere.
promise. They look good together.
they did.
And then that what happened with that?
Nothing.
Connor got, well, that was before. That was long before.
Yeah,
but
one of
still.
them.
Either put him on NXT with Ascension, or bring Ascension full time as his lackeys.
Connor's already on his second strike, too. There's no point in putting any more stock in that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he said about Orton.
Yeah, but
Orton's
he's
been
a-
on his second strike
he's
for
a
years.
third generation with a 10-year contract. They're stuck with that mofo one way or another.
He's got tenure. Oh.
There was something else, but
There
I can't
was
remember what
something
it
else.
was.
I've got it right
So
here.
let's look at the notes.
Darren Young.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're continuing with the stuff with Backlund, and he asked him for the time, and he tried to glance at his phone to tell him what time it was, and Bob Backlund just kind of lost his shit in true Bob Backlund form.
Old man Backlund.
Old man Backlund. Is this great? Is it? I'm not sure.
Is it good?
I
or bad?
want the evolution of Bob Backlund to be like the Red Foreman of the group.
A beer in each hand and a foot in each ass.
Bunch of dumbasses.
Yeah. Is that what's gonna happen here? I mean, is this funny? Because as of right now, like it's kind of funny, but it's kind of stupid, and I'm not sure if I'm sold yet on it. Are you guys sold on all this?
Not totally, but it has potential. I think it depends
Okay.
on where they want to go with it.
Okay. Maybe just a little bit for me. It's the picture in picture. You know, Backlund
Via satellite, even though they're both in the same room.
Well, that, but it's more the fact that like he's bitching about technology, yet they're talking to each other via satellite. Like, if you're gonna be bitching about technology, why aren't you fucking there, motherfucker? Like, are you fucking FaceTiming and you're bitching about him looking at the phone? Like, come on.
He evolves. By this time next year, he's talking through hologram. Like Star
Oh,
Wars.
I see. Yeah. Well, probably because he would. Never mind. I was gonna say something really bad, but
I do all the time. Go for it.
probably because that's the only way that you could get to him, because by hologram, because he'd probably be dead by then. See, that was bad.
Aw,
That was
that was
bad.
terrible.
I told you I didn't want to say it, but Chris made me.
And you listen to him?
I guess I should have listened to Chris.
That one does.
Yeah.
You know him, right?
He knows of me. He doesn't
Okay.
really know me.
I don't want to know him
Yeah.
biblically.
Out the corner of my eye, there's Lashley Galloway. There's some chemistry there. I've been digging what I've been watching.
Well, I think one's married.
Well, a lot of the chemistry is probably steroids.
They need all the help they can get.
Fucking TNA. Why are we watching this? Why is this still on in the background?
Because
All
we
right.
have a
if it was
wrestling
some-
podcast.
Because if it was something good, we wouldn't be paying attention.
Ah, I see.
You finally caught on.
I
You
got you.
Yeah.
I
finally
got
caught
you.
on the reason why.
That's
we're doing
called white noise, except it's Lashley, so I don't know what you really call it.
it. Galloway.
Portia.
Oh.
Yeah.
What have any of the people's been saying anything while we've been rambling on over here?
There's been some little bit of hoopla every now and again.
All right, well, give us a piece of hoopla.
Yeah, once you get those pubes, you can keep going.
Yeah. All right. So some people are saying that Cena hasn't won the IC title yet. So that might be where he comes back so he can Grand Slam it all.
Ooh.
Oh no! No! I don't like that idea at all. As good as the IC, like I just said, like they finally put some stock back in the IC title with these group of guys that are all vying for that one belt. And
You know why? Because they're building it up to feed it to Cena. That's what they do. They build something up just so they can feed it to Cena. Bobby Lashley, we're watching it right now on TNA. What was he in WWE? He was nothing but a fucking meal for Cena. That's all he was. Same with Batista. Same with Umaga. They were all meals for Cena. The IC title, meal for Cena. That's what it is. He's going to come back and just feed me more. All over that IC belt. Bitch.
So many different things wrong with that whole rant.
I have to interject for a second.
Okay.
Thank you.
I hate to admit this, but I will say the last episode of American Grit, truly, Cena's narrating aside, which thankfully, hopefully, he never reaches an announce desk after his career is over. The show itself is actually interesting. I had no choice.
Mark.
I had no choice. I had nothing. There was nothing on TV, and I was at home, and I was
He's
drinking.
Chris.
Turn it off and read a fucking book.
Cena doesn't have a book.
That's actually a good one. Yeah, that was actually kind of good. He deserves one every now and then.
Is that all you had,
That's
Chris?
all I had.
Okay, Portia. What else?
There's also talk saying like possibly the women were on last because having them boo Roman at the very last of a go home show would probably not be beneficial.
So
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean,
But they've already because they've already that whole angle, the way that played out, it was designed to get him booed. Roman took advantage of it, and he turned around and started beating the shit out of him with the chair. That's a heelish thing to do.
okay,
So that would be your scapegoat in order to have the audience boo you.
but to have a boo show.
So be it. It's your main event angle.
Whatever happens to be the most interesting, whether or not it's a positive or negative, should be on last. Most important. Okay.
It's for the
There you go.
title.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Portia, anything else?
Just a lot of rhetoric that really, I love y'all, but
Okay. Well, there was something else that you showed me, though.
oh yes, sorry. There's also a push keep fire from Dylan. He wanted to see push keep fire for Kalisto, Miz, or Roman.
Wait, say it again.
Kalisto, Miz, or Roman?
Yes, I showed you this.
Yes.
That's a random.
Yeah, that's around.
How do all three of them fit together? Do they fit together at all?
They don't.
How would you tweak it?
Oh yeah, they do. They're champs.
Yeah.
They're your champs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the champs.
So you want to keep that? Wait till after Sunday. Well, then they might not be the champs.
It may not matter after Sunday. But thank you for the suggestion.
about it. Speaking of the listeners,
Uh-huh.
we still have to go over last week's. You know, we busted our load a little bit earlier. We gave out some of our answer HWRs last week
Mhm.
at the end of the show, and we had some more. The question: one man, one woman. Darren Young is a man. Who would you get rid of on the roster?
Okay.
Who would you cut? Travis Moore. Well, let me start from the top down. Hugh Green, Eva Marie, and any chance for Sandow to ever return. I guess he didn't know how to play the game.
No.
Aaron Ryder, Zack Ryder, and Eva Marie. Hashtag bring back Sandow.
I'm seeing a pattern here already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Daniel Nieto. Hartberg.
Harper. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Harper.
Curtis Axel and Paige. Jeremy Clinton.
Page.
Fandango and Eva Marie. Hugh McCune, Sin Cara and Summer Rae. Jojo Hernandez, Sheamus and Summer Rae. Elmer, your mama.
That's what you said, yo mama.
Yeah.
I read
Fucking Elmer.
those
Some of
last
them.
ones. I read all those last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff
Wait,
Derrickson, Randy Orton, and Tamina.
So he's just repeating himself.
No, because some of these are new, and I don't know which ones are new because it's been a week, so I'm just reading them all off.
There's a date next to it.
No, not really.
So we're
Aquaman, Eva and Mojo.
Mhm.
Dylan Robert Howland, Finkel and Einhorn. Anthony Ryan, Scrivener, Sheamus and Eva, and David Otunga by Travis Morrison. There you go.
Wait, David Otunga, is he still with the company?
Yeah, he does the pre-show stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what do you got against Otunga? I mean, he's not a wrestler anymore.
Well, I guess that's what you got against him. If you want to release somebody, cut the fat. Well, there you go. He's not even wrestling.
There's some on Twitter as well.
Ah, Twitter, huh?
Mm-hmm. That thing that you use.
Oh, the tweets
Yeah.
at H Wrestling Radio. Give us a couple.
Okay. Let's see. At AN93L, Eve Marie and Baron Corbin.
Corbin again and Eva Marie again.
Mm-hmm. At El Peru, the Vaudevillains and Tina.
What? Why would they cut the Vaudevillains? The Vaudevillains, no. Get out of here.
I wouldn't cut him. I'm putting back in NXT.
Yeah?
They deserve to be in NXT.
Okay.
They fit that whole full seal.
Chris, you got anything else? Portia, you got anything else?
Let's see. Oh, and last but not least, Jack Swagger and Eva Marie.
Oh yeah, Jack
I
Swagger.
forgot about Jack Swagger.
Yeah, that's probably one that you should cut. All right, is that a show, guys? Are we done? All righty. Well, again, thank you for tuning in. If you're live on YouTube, if you're listening old school style, thank you so much. Maybe try one of the YouTubes one of these days. We're on at 8 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday night, so check it out.
Rapid fire, 30 seconds. How was ROW?
Oh yeah, ROW. It was actually really good. I really enjoyed, of course, Marcellus Black versus Ruthless Ryan. That was a good match. The main event, Lockhart versus Gino. That was really good too. There was a lot of interesting spots in there. Of course, they had that 360 degree match. That was the opening one with it was a 4-way. I was a bit confused on the
That's it. That's ROW, ladies and gentlemen.
I was a bit confused on the rules of the match because it was like a fatal 4-way or whatever, but they threw in elimination, which was cool, but over the top rope elimination. So I didn't that was a little bit confusing. But if you check out the rules, the match itself was pretty cool.
Travis, in 30 seconds or less, how was Doomsday?
Oh, there we go.
That's Doomsday, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you go to Doomsday?
No.
Oh, you bitch. All right. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Toodles.
Bye.
There you go.
Is that it? All right.
That's it. That's the show.
See y'all next week.